You ain't that big black guy that people was talking about.
Give it up for Tom Dreesen one more time. How you doing, I'm glad to be back. Now, for all the fathers in the place, I'd like to say Happy Father's Day. I don't care if you have your kids, you take care of other people's kids, you're still a father. If you claim away income taxes, that counts too. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in your game. I've been married now to my lovely wife, who you saw earlier, who was talking about giving Joe hand job earlier, whatever that was. I got that joke, my wrist hurt. We got some talking to do. Throw me off my game. Anyway, yeah, no, I love her to death. We've been together since 1994, which is a long time ago. Very, very long time ago. She's a very caring, beautiful woman at certain times of her life. Gave me 3 beautiful kids. But I've noticed one thing about her. I don't know if it's all married couples. I just know, especially with mine, my wife, she likes to, I'm not gonna say she starts arguments, but she asks questions when you know it's gonna end in an argument. Like we're watching CSI Kentucky or one of those crazy, and she says, babe, could you do that? And I'm like, do what? She says, if something happened to me and the investigators came in and put my body inside of a body bag and carried it out, would you be able to sit there and watch them do this? I said, babe, sure, I'd be able to, but in that kind of scenario, I'd probably be in the back of the squad car with handcuffs on. I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, I swear this is true stories. That's the crazy part about it. I don't have to make this shit up. She woke me up in the morning, like 2 in the morning. Babe, wake up. I'm like, shit, somebody in the house? She says, no, you left the kitchen cabinets open. What the fuck? I left the kitchen cabinets open. Sometimes you get so angry where the first thought in your mind is, you know what, I'm burning the house down. I'm gonna burn this house to the ground. I swear. But my wife, she's a great person. She gave me beautiful kids. And today in Chicago, society is just so messed up. It's so bad. How do you raise kids in the city of Chicago? Like, everywhere I look, gentlemen clubs popping up. I mean, they're very tempting. I mean, they're very horrible places I would never visit myself personally. But one day, me and my son were driving down the expressway. He says, Dad, the factory. It's a gentleman's club at the factory. What do they make at the factory? They make it rain, son. They make it rain. That's all I can really tell you. I love my kids to death. I mean, the ones that I can really say are mine. The other ones call me Mr. Games until the test results come back, but that's a whole other story that we gotta talk about a little bit later on myself. But my whole family, we've been in law enforcement my whole life. But my whole family, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, just my wife, everybody's just law enforcement. There's a lot of guns in the house, that's what I'm trying to say. And that changes the dynamic when it comes to family gatherings now, because especially like Thanksgiving or any time where there's alcohol involved, you really got to be careful. Now, the situation, the arguments get real when somebody goes and puts on a bulletproof vest. You're like, okay, this shit got to stop. Enough of this mess. And the greatest part is because we have kids, little kids around the house, everyone has to put their guns up real high. It's true. Everybody puts their guns up real high. But now at the end of the day, when it's time to go home, it's about 5 minutes putting your gun up. That's not me. That's not me. And all true stories, I'm telling you. I love my family to death. My dad, he's a great guy. I mean, retired sergeant. He's over in Cook County now, the sheriff department. He likes to get the family together. He said, Ron, you gotta come on by on Sunday. We're gonna have soul food day. I'm like, soul food day? He said, yeah. I'm gonna have ham hocks, chitlins, collard greens, pig feet, pig ears, cow tongue. I'm like, Dad, why you eat this shit? He said, well, son, back in the slave days, the master would keep all the good parts and leave the rest for the slaves. I'm like, I'm free. Like I said, my dad's a great guy. I had so much fun with him, joking around with him. And I had my, this is the thing. he introduced me to the job, and right now, as a police officer, it's hard. It's hard out here. Everybody hates you. The department, you want them to have your back. To me, I honestly feel like we all relate as police officers or first responders, because I feel like we're like the abused kids to step parents. You know, we kind of hold on to each other, you know. And I mean, the department is doing the crazy. Nobody's taking a job anymore. You realize that, like, there's more people retiring than they're hiring, because nobody want to do this shit. Especially with YouTube and Facebook and everything else. Nobody wants a damn job. They have to lower the standards. Not to say lower the standards, but change the qualifications. You know, have a PC about it. Then right now, it's the whole point where it's like, well, okay, what, you got a lazy eye and a stutter? You good. I actually had a coworker of mine, and this is funny, it's a true story. But we were on the chase, and we were driving down the 6th District, and he had a speech impediment. Well, he stuttered. And the thing was, by the time, you know, it's very important to give out directions of where you're going so your help can be there. I'm driving, so everybody knows when you're driving, the passenger gives out the directions. Now, we're going southbound. It was crazy, but there's a lot of things going on right now in today's society that, as a people, we just shouldn't stand up for anymore. One thing are all these viral videos going out with all these damn challenges, and everybody's trying to outdo the other person. I mean, look at it. Everybody got the Wonder Man challenge, they dance, and then Chicago been challenged by Detroit. Detroit been challenged by Boston. And I'm like, whatever. Now they got a new challenge for kids to see how many Cheerios they can stack on top of the baby's head. You guys saw that, right? So now you got a bunch of dads. It's always dads, because dads do crazy shit like that. Put the Cheerio on top of the baby's head and take pictures to see who can get the biggest stack. It's true. I mean, you go home and look it up. But I heard about this one challenge. It's crazy. It's called the Nature Challenge, where people actually taking their kids and seeing how close they can get to actual nature without actually something happening, you know. And after hearing about what happened in Ohio, I was like, oh my goodness. With the kid in the gorilla cage, I said, this shit is getting out of hand. Ain't nobody gonna beat them. And I heard about Florida, I was like, oh shit. Ain't nobody.
Ronnie Gaines, have another nice round of applause for Ronnie Gaines.